Please do a video on how we can check from an average H2O bottle if it's good for us. Okay, it's a brilliant question. Thank you for asking it. It's so important. I'm going to show you some examples now, okay? So I'll start with Crag spring water. If it says natural mineral or spring on the front label, you know it's good. If it has a typical analysis, you know it's good. If it has a source address, you know it's good. If it's got all three, you're good to go. Doesn't have to be expensive. Ice Valley, spring water. With a source address, typical analysis, showing you what's in the water. So spring water, analysis, source address, Ice Valley. Ursu, mineral water, source address, typical analysis, showing you what's in the water, the composition of the water, of the minerality. Good water. Aqua Carpatica. The same thing. Analysis, source address, mineral water, they're calling themselves. Aqua Carpatica, mineral water, yeah. A good water. Evian, mineral water, a good water. Again, so you're looking for the name, natural mineral or spring on the front label, typical analysis, source address, and if you want to take it one step further, nitrate reading below 10 milligrams per litre. Okay, give you some examples of dodgy waters that, in my opinion, raise suspicion. Right, Alt, I call it Halt. Nothing. It tells you nothing. Just tells you it's British spring water on the side label in tiny. There is no analysis. There is no source address. To me, that is suspicious. Wow, electrolyte water. Okay, Wow Hydrate electrolyte water, sugar-free, orange. If it's got a colouring to it or a flavouring, forget it. It's no longer water. It's now a beverage. A good one here. Liquid Death Demon Water. Sorry, Mountain Water. Mountain Water isn't a controlled word. So, there is no source address, there is no analysis, and they don't need to, because they're not calling it a natural mineral or spring water, which means that next week they could be putting a different water in there, because it's not a controlled word. Lucozade Fit Water. No mention of natural mineral spring, but they do tell you it is purified electrolyte water. You see the word purified, you know it's basically been distilled water that's then been rebuilt, probably using RO. Suspicious water. Dumb water, the king of dumbness. Read the label. They start with a British spring water that has minerality in it naturally occurring. They vapor distill it, they tell you on the label. So they've removed all the minerality that was in it naturally, and then they add minerality that they've just removed back into it artificially to the Coca-Cola formula. Now, interesting, when I was in Spain last week, you can't see that anywhere in Spain. It doesn't even exist. The only water I could see in Spain was naturally occurring natural mineral or spring water. They have an awareness. We don't have awareness in this in the English-speaking world, not just in this country, and it's something we really need to wake up to. So asking questions like that is an absolute honour and a privilege for me to answer it, because it's so important that consumers know what they're buying, but the industry do not want you to know what you're buying, and that's the problem. So they would rather the consumers were dumb, and then they could just bamboozle you with marketing, fancy packaging, and then we won't know any better. And that's what happened to me before I discovered my water journey and I fell into this. I know that I was buying second-rate water because the industry don't want to give any clarity or information. So when brands get in touch with me now and say, Beardy, why are you telling people this? Why are you telling people that? I tell you, because my allegiance is to the consumers and not to the bottled water industry in the UK that's been shafting consumers for years. So I'm offering clarity now over what's going on. If the bottled water industry don't like it, they can go fuck off. I don't care, I'm not here for them. I'm here for you, consumers, so that when you buy a bottle of water, you know what you're buying. Bang, Beardy, bang, bang, bang.